Promotion and relegation in the MLS and US soccer has been a popular topic of discussion, but with the big addition of USL League One as the third tier or division in the US soccer system this year, as well as the USL converting the PDL into League Two, we could now have a four-tier league system in the MLS, USL Championship, League One, and League Two. And here's how it should get implemented. It's actually pretty simple. There will be two teams that get relegated. The teams that finish in last place in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Then the teams promoted from the second division USL Championship are the teams that finish in first place in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference there. So for example, based off of this year's standings in both leagues, the Vancouver Whitecaps would be the team relegated from the Western Conference. Sorry Whitecaps fans. And from the Eastern Conference, FC Cincinnati would have to go back down to the USL Championship. Sorry Cincy, but you would have to work your way back up. Now the teams that get promoted to the MLS are Didier Drogba's Phoenix Rising in the Western Conference and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds in the Eastern Conference. Then the same could be done in the lower divisions between USL Championship, League One, and League Two. In fact, they could relegate 4 teams if they wanted from the Championship. So the bottom 2 teams of the Eastern Conference and bottom 2 teams of the Western Conference for a total of 4 teams down to League One. Then the top 2 teams of each conference in League One would promote up to the second flight. And the same thing between League One and League Two. That way is for the purpose of more development through the lower tiers. Okay, now here's some important notes to take on doing promotion and relegation in our system. So like in the Spanish football system, reserve teams can't play in the same division as the first team. So likewise in our system, reserve teams are ineligible to promote to the same division its parent club is already playing in. So if a parent club relegates down to a division that its reserve team is in, then the reserve team would automatically have to relegate as well. And they would go down in place of the team second from the bottom of his respective conference. Now how about the clubs with single affiliation to MLS clubs? If they run into the same division, then the MLS team would be forced to break affiliation with that club, and then find another affiliate or just have no affiliate for the time being. And so the first point is why it is important that the playoff system is still being played, giving those reserve teams something to play for. And there are many other pros to keeping the playoff system. It's unique to our sports system here. It gives teams in the middle of the standings something to play for. Although winning the USL Cup doesn't earn you promotion, teams always want to win some hardware anyway. Plus it gives that team confidence going into next year trying to earn promotion. And let's say a team that did earn promotion like Phoenix Rising or Pittsburgh Riverhounds won the USL Cup. It gives them bragging rights going into the top flight. Like, hey, look out MLS, we're the USL champions. Now for some reasons why it can't be done so soon. There are many teams that don't meet MLS standards. In terms of the stadium is a big one, like lacking seating capacity, and lack of infrastructure, funding, support, and so on. And then League One doesn't even have enough teams right now with only 10. They're moving to 13 next year, but still not enough to even support a conference-type format. While League Two has too many teams, as many as 72, so they're currently running with 4 conferences. But there's an easy fix to that at least. You could transfer about 30 teams from League Two over to League One to balance it out. But this is a big first step if MLS and USL wanted to make promotion and relegation actually happen. So that was my input on how I think they should bring promotion and relegation into play. And with such a hot topic of discussion, let me hear some of your input on it or how you think they should do promotion and relegation. So thanks so much for watching, please like and subscribe, and I hope you'll tune in to the next episode.